But introducing these subsidies or even populist measures, is that going to be enough? Because the government will have to take those hard decisions that it never took for so long. So is even one hard decision going to wipe out three good decisions in terms of populist measures?
I don't think so. I think they are kind of complementary. You see, because you say populist measures, I would say that you could call them social welfare measures. I mean, India is a country which doesn't really have any kind of a social welfare system, in the sense that you are unemployed or you are ill, you fall through the cracks. There's no one to look after you, no one to assist you in your time of need. So when you give these kind of what you call subsidies and assistance, it's meant really as a measure to assist you. But these are supposed to be supplementary measures. The main measure that really helps you is that you have a good job, meaning you have a good job, a productive job, you're earning money, you're able to save some money, to utilize some of the money for entertainment and for other things, and for your also of course for your basic food and shelter, etc. So you're really looking for the people want a flourishing economy where they do well for themselves, they and their relatives and everyone else, they do well for themselves. And they also want a system where if things are not going so well, or if they are personally affected by some problem, unemployment or something like that, that there is a system to look after them.
Okay.
And so I think there is you can have a system where both policies function effectively as in complementary terms.
Okay, so they can be of course complementary. The question is, can the government actually pull it off and make it look complementary, make it look like they are also pushing in reforms as well as executing welfare schemes? Because amidst all this turmoil, the Prime Minister is emerging a little stronger. He stood his ground, he's moving ahead with his decisions to go in for reforms, and today he's going to do something that he should have done a long time ago. Explain his stand, explain his rationale behind the decisions that have been taken in the last few days. Against the backdrop of widespread uproar over these decisions on FDI, increase in diesel price hike and capping of LPG cylinders, Manmohan Singh is likely to explain his reasons behind the steps, these controversial steps that have been taken. The Prime Minister is expected to spell out the reasons that prompted the government to allow FDI in multi-brand retail. He's likely to cite the difficult times facing the economy and emphasize that the steps were aimed at pushing economic growth and generating employment. The thrust of the Prime Minister's message tonight is expected to be that the step was taken in the long-term national interest. Alright, Manoj, what I would quickly like to know from you is that the Prime Minister is finally doing a lot of things that he should have done a long time ago. The government is pushing in reforms. Somewhere down the line, the message is also going that we need a Prime Minister who communicates with the nation.
Well, the Prime Minister is a very poor communicator. So I don't have any high hopes of the speech that he gives. He's going to deliver it in a dull manner. He's going to read out a speech. Whether that sort of really gets across to the people, I'd be really surprised if it does.
But the attempt is there, at least. He won't.
The attempt is to show. The Prime Minister should speak to the people, but they should be more by way of a kind of a fireside chat where you speak, but unfortunately, I must say that I'm very pessimistic that the Prime Minister will be able to communicate what he says effectively. But of course, with the Prime Minister doing this, this may also galvanize his government, and there are good communicators there to also make to communicate some of these decisions.
Sure.
Because the government has been very poor in that they've not been able to explain to the public, for example, they've not been able to say that, okay, we are doing all this, we are raising diesel prices because our oil companies are going broke. What would the BJP or the opposition do in these circumstances?
Okay.
Where would they raise the money? What other policy do they have?
Absolutely. That is something that the Prime Minister definitely needs to do. Whether he's going to have a fireside chat anytime soon, well, we just wait and watch. But obviously the Prime Minister can pick his own people that he likes, people that he trusts, journalists that he could trust, and have a chat with them. That would go a long way in silencing his critics, that he doesn't interact with the people, he doesn't interact with the media.